I think we
So
should
we will
start
wait for
now.
some time.
Okay, okay, sir.
We will
We'll
wait
wait
for
for
some
5
time.
minutes.
5 minutes, yeah, yeah.
Okay, sir.
Just put in the chat box that we, we will start, I think,
Okay.
by 7:35. So, yeah. Manisha.
Promotion time.
Start.
So I think we can start the session. Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you on today's webinar, Know All About Irma. I am Manisha from the Admissions Committee, and I'll be one of your hosts today alongside Sarthak, my co-host. We are thrilled to have you join us for this insightful session. We have an exceptional lineup of speakers who will help us explore why Irma is the best choice for you. Allow me to introduce Professor Rajesh Jain, Associate Dean Admissions, Professor Dhanshyam Mahavadi, Associate Dean Placements and Internship. We also have with us participants from PRM 44, Shrishti Gupta and Shalin Khatri, who will give us a glimpse into the student life and share the inspiring journeys at Irma. We encourage all of you to make the most out of this session. Please feel free to type your questions in the chat box and we'll address them during the Q&A segment. I now invite Professor Rajesh Jain to begin with the first segment.
So I'll be sharing screen right now. Just a minute, sir.
So, good evening to all. I welcome all of you for today's webinar on behalf of my colleague, Professor Dhanshyam Mahavadi, my team members. I am very excited and privileged to meet all of you. A little bit introduction of myself. I teach here courses related to strategy and decision to decide which institute to choose for your MBA is one of the important step in your transformational journey. Because there are some institute which make you job ready, but there are some institute which make you life ready. And we believe that Irma is one such place which do not prepare you only for your skills in your professional careers, but throughout life, how to live a meaningful, impactful, and purposeful life. And that is what Irma is a very different institution in itself. In next couple of minutes, I would like to take you through what is the unique aspects of Irma, how is our program, pedagogy, and our interaction with our important stakeholder differs from other management institute. Then my colleague Professor Dhanshyam would take you through what type of skills that we build so that you get the career opportunity that best matches with your skills, your interest, and the opportunity to create impact in your life. And then we would like to keep the floor open for the question answer session, and we would encourage you to ask as many questions as possible. Now, what about Irma? I would like to please go to the next slide. Now, Irma has a very unique legacy of more than 45 years. On 14th December 1979, we were born. Basically, the Irma was founded by Dr. Rajesh, who is fondly known as the father of white revolution in India, and he was the architect of India's dairy movement. And why Irma was established, I would like to take you to the history that basically Dr. Varghese Kurian wanted to address the unique challenges of the rural development by integrating professional management with rural values and network. Therefore, the Irma's mission was to promote sustainable, eco-friendly, and equitable socio-economic development through professional management. And for the last 45 years, we have been very true to our vision and mission, and that's why we have always aspired to mix the profit with the purpose and tradition with the technology. And that's why the Irma differentiates itself from the other management institute in the country. Next. Now, an important question that might be in your mind, why Irma? Now, we are an institute with a difference. How this difference is created? Uncompared to the other management institute which imparts you the leadership skills, we want you to become the change makers. We want you to become the leaders who can bring the transformations. That's why our learning goes beyond the classrooms. We have three different types of rural immersion segments, starting from the induction field segment to village fieldwork segment to our internship programs, where we not only prepare you for the grassroots organization, but we also prepare you for the global organization. That's why for us, the rural India is not our corporate social responsibility. For us, rural India is a thriving market with immense potential. That's why our whole curriculum, whole pedagogy is designed or weaved in such a way that we see that how technology, artificial intelligence, and machine learning can help the aspirational rural market to help in inclusive and sustainable development of India. For the last 45 years, we have produced more than 5,000 alumni who have been the trailblazers, who have been the social change makers, who have worked in grassroots organizations, who have been working in developmental organizations, who have been working in cooperative organizations, who have leading the change in government sector, corporate sector, and several other organizations. That's why in 2 years, we develop you for a VUCA world. We develop you, we impart such type of skills so that you can handle the volatility, uncertainty, chaos, complexity, and ambiguity. In nutshell, we want you to prepare for a world which is filled with night and uncertainty. Night and uncertainty is what? It is a specific situation where future is neither known nor it is knowable. You might have seen in the case of context that in the context of the COVID, that we did not know what is going to happen in the future. And that's why our whole pedagogy, whole curriculum is designed in such a way that whatever may be the situation, the fungible skills, the transferable skills that we impart through our classroom teaching, through our interaction with the stakeholders, through our different village fieldwork segment, through industry talks, through live projects, through participation in case studies, we prepare you to meet the challenges of such type of uncertain, unknown, ambiguous, complex, chaotic, and uncertain world. At the same time, we also involve the faculty and other important stakeholders are continuously interacting with the industry, the government organization. We impart management development program, we take consultancy program, and through this, the faculty keeps itself abreast with what is happening outside, and whatever we learn by interacting with the industries, the government, the non-governmental organization, we impart the same type of training and teaching during our interaction in the classrooms. Next. Now, what is VFS? VFS is one of the very important component of our pedagogy. After the first term, in first year, the village fieldwork segment starts. And village fieldwork segment is one of the most important transformational journey where you see the real rural India with a different perspective and experiential experience that you gain when you immerse yourself in the village fieldwork segment. It is a part of the rural immersion activity for the student, where focus is given to specific attention to rural economy, society, and polity with management orientation and sensitizing development. You get the opportunity to develop a deeper understanding and sensitivity to the concerns of rural community and enterprise. And let me reiterate again, when you go to the village fieldwork segment, you understand that rural India is not our responsibility. It is a thriving market with immense potential. And that's why after attending VFS, you are not only a management graduate which understand the theory, you are becoming a management graduate where you can apply the theoretical learnings that you learn in 2 years to the market, and that is the competitive edge or the sustainable competitive advantage that differentiates yourself from your other colleagues from other management institutes. Next. Now, what are the different career pathways and alumni impact? I would like to request my friend Professor Dhanshyam Mahavadi, who is looking after the internship and the placement segment at Irma, to take the discussion forward. I welcome you, Professor Dhanshyam.
So good evening. Thank you, Professor Rajesh. It's great to interact with you people and share with you some insights which I know about Irma and what you can encounter at Irma. So at the very outset, I would just like to set up the context with the basic curriculum which we people have, which generally differentiates us with a lot of other business schools or with a lot of other management schools. I would refrain from using the word business schools, but that's a common term, so that's where it would come interchangeably. So now the very first thing in which we differentiate is, of course, the village field segment, which Professor Rajesh has said. So I would first try to pitch up, give you a single line pitch about what Irma is all about. At Irma, we train new people to become general managers and consultants for the rest of India with a special focus on rural management. Now, this is where this particular sentence has some importance. So I would like to reiterate that particular sentence. Our focus is rural management. It's not our specialization. So when I'm saying it's focus, it is that you are trying to address 80% of the market. Our entire focus is on that 80% of the market, which is there in India for us. The real Bharat which we have, that is where our focus is. So that you can simply imagine what potential we are talking about. We are talking about the potential which is never going to end, at least in the near foreseeable future, right? So that for that we have equipped our entire curriculum, wherein we generally try to divide this entire curriculum into 6 different terms. Okay, this is a trimester system which we follow. The very first trimester is generally when you people come to know about the basics of what rural infrastructure is, along with some basic management subjects, management courses which you have. Once you are done with this, during this time, we are going to equip you all people with some basic tools and techniques about how do you analyze a general rural scenario, how do you analyze any particular scenario. Now, coming to the VFS, immediately after this, we will be going for a 10 weeks village field segment. So it's a 8 weeks segment, 8 weeks village field segment. This village field segment is an opportunity which we generally create for a lot of our scholars, for our participants, wherein you are directly put in an unstructured environment. Now, just imagine you people directly being put in an unstructured environment, and now you are able to find what is the issue there. You are able to find what is the issue there, and from scratch, in an unstructured environment, in an environment which a lot of you people have never witnessed, there you are going to see, and from there you are actually picking up what are the problems and then maybe trying to come up with certain managerial solutions. Now that has already made you a manager. This is when you people are not yet equipped with a lot of managerial studies, when you are not yet equipped with a lot of managerial courses. Once you come back, so during this entire period, you will be having a faculty guide associated with you. The faculty guide is the one who is going to guide you, and then you also get opportunities for collaborating with those faculty in developing that into fantastic theme papers or something, which generally helps you a lot during your next recruitment process, which happens during the summer internships. So that is where and then once you come back, now you have already experienced something and you have already seen something. Now, when the core management subjects come to you, you are encountered with core management subjects, you are no longer new to them. Now you are able to connect it with the dots. Oh, this is what I had seen there. Okay, that is why this is like this. So this kind of creation and self-reflection. So our entire pedagogy has been designed so that in order to create personal introspection and reflection. So that is the best part of our particular pedagogy. Now, once you are back from VFS, what happens? You come, and that is the time when you are slowly trying to prepare about your. So there are a lot of case competitions and all which will be going on, and then that is the time when you try to prepare and pitch for summer internships, the processes which begin. Now, summer internship is again a very unique. It's not a unique one. It is generally a part of a management program across India, but we are also unique in terms of summer internships, in terms of a couple of other things as well. So I'll come to the statistics a bit later. But again, if I just try to tell you about the summer internships, the summer internship program at Irma is also differentiated with the fact that you have a faculty guide to assist you, to mentor you. Now, whether to choose that mentor or not, whether to approach that mentor or not is a different story. But you have a faculty guide to mentor you. Now, that actually enables you to go into the field, make mistakes. This is the first and last time in the career when you can actually afford to make mistakes without the fear of losing something. You are continuously guided by those particular faculty members, and actually are able to solve a consulting assignment or consulting problem there. You are actually a consultant to those organizations where you will be going to. And that is what that is where we bring to the table of the organizations lot more than what lot of other comparable business schools or management schools bring in. Of course, a lot of this depends on how proactive you people are once you come back here. So it is that we have tried to create all the ecosystems, but that is depending on. Okay, so if I can just get in Sarthak, if you could just go to the next slide, please. Okay, so these are some of the Okay, so this is something which I would also want to talk even before going into the organizations, kind of organizations and all which we have here. So we have we believe in holistic learning. When we are saying holistic learning, it is not only the curricular which we are talking about, but we also have the complete extracurricular activities and lot of positions of responsibilities which we have created. Now that you are here, and so everything here is student driven. We people as faculty just act as mentors. And everything is being, once that everything is student driven, now there is a sense of ownership, there's a sense of entrepreneurship and an entrepreneurial mindset which can immediately set in you. And that differentiates you people with a lot of others who could not be a part of that as well. But again, that also differentiates you with a lot of other places where everything is completely either faculty driven or institute driven. You are empowered to make a lot of changes, and you are actually a change maker. That is where you are actually learning to manage the team. So we have multiple committees, the placement committee, which is the largest committee which we have, then the academic committee, admissions committee. So it is through all these committees, the Sarthak and Sarthak, Shalin, all our colleagues here are the part of the admissions committee. So these are the people who are directly responsible, and these are the ones who are taking the complete lead to drive that particular idea and also try and manage entire processes for you. Okay, and then we have all other committees. So everything which you can, which our institute offers, we have a specific committee for along with some particular clubs. Along with that, we have multiple secretaries and all secretariats which are which you can see here. Just please go to the next slide, please. There are multiple student clubs. We have clubs for all kind of domains which you can think of. So generally, every place you will see an operations club, you can see a marketing club, you can see a finance club and all. But here we also have a lot of other clubs, like we have some things like something which will also help you in building your extracurricular interests, like the photography, and then you have a lot of other kind of clubs. Mainly one of the interesting clubs which we have is the entrepreneurship based club, which is ISEC, which is about the think, ideate and create, one thing which you can see. Yeah, I would also like to focus at this point on one interesting thing which we have here, which is a completing, we have an incubation center with the name ISEED. We have the name of that incubation center is ISEED. This actually, through ISEED, we have already incubated around 100 plus startups as of now, which are wherein we create a complete ecosystem. We provide an ecosystem for the budding entrepreneurs and then try to help them with raising funds, creating market linkages, and all of these things. So that also offers a fantastic opportunity because those people do keep coming here. There's a fantastic opportunity for you to continuously engage with them and interact with them and actually try and learn for yourself how businesses run and all this. Just go to the next slide, please. So coming to the infrastructure, so Irma has a 60-acre lush green campus. We have fantastic, completely fully residential single occupancy hostel rooms with 24 hours of internet connectivity. We have a very good student activity center. Our library is one of the most equipped and biggest libraries in any management school with access to a lot of resources, and every resource which you people, any resource which you would like to access, that is readily, if not readily available, you get that in a very short period of time. And that's where we believe in providing that complete support for you people. Next, please. So we have a very well-equipped student activity center. This is how our classrooms look like with complete audio-visual aids, and they are very good, very well acoustically designed so that the voice modulations and all, they all reach very well to each one of you. Please go to the next one. We have an excellent student activity center. The hostels, I have already mentioned, it's a single room hostel. We have, this is the picture you can see is of a 126 room hostel, which is the newest hostel which we have, which is the Q block. It is well furnished, and We also have a lot of sporting facilities here. The student activity center, which is there. Please go to the next slide where they can see that student activity center, wherein we have a gym in place, the badminton court. We have snooker. We have all these kind of activities, table TT, and all these things which add to your refresh, your rejuvenating your search. Please go ahead. These are a couple of others. This is the student mess, the cafeteria, which you generally have. This is generally a hangout place for a lot of you people once you people make it here. Yeah.
Where are the slides for the?
That's fine. That's fine. You please go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, let me brief quickly about the placement. So we have representation from almost all the desirable sectors which people think of. We have the biggest sector which we have is FMCG sector, FMCG food and beverages sector, followed by BFSI, which is banking, finance and financial services and insurance sector, then consulting. We also have a lot of opportunities in government development and CSR. And along with now we have slowly started onboarding consulting, lot of consulting based organizations as well as retail and FMCD. So a lot of those profiles are actually on board for us. Irma has to its credit 100% placement record almost every year, not almost, it has throughout its history, it has always had 100% placement record with the highest, wherein the last, so the figures which are referred to here are of the last, which has already graduated, which is 31.16 is the highest package with a median package of 15 and mean package of 14.14. This year we are expecting all of them to be higher. In fact, we have already started our placement process this year. We have already placed 74% of the batch, to be precise. Today we still have we also have placement processes. By the end of the day, if this particular meeting would have happened after 3 to 4 hours, I could have updated you a larger figure. So that's how the things are going. So we have already placed around 74% of the batch, wherein the mean of our batch has been more than 16 now. As of now, the highest package was higher than this, around 32 lakhs of that, and the median as it stands today is 17 lakhs per annum. So we have around 26% of the batch to be placed yet, which we are very hopeful to be to place in another maximum 1 more month. So that's what we are offering. We offer opportunities in almost all kind of domains. We know in various kind of profiles, including. So when I'm saying the ones which I had informed earlier were the sectors, but you also have a lot of prospects in. So it could also be that you are going to a BFSI, which is a banking and financial insurance kind of sector, but your profile could be a customer relations manager, wherein that would be a sales profile. So there is a complete spectrum and continuum of the profiles where you people can go into. Yeah, I would also like to caution you people on this. So it is very fair on our part what we don't offer. So we need to understand at the very beginning that we are a rural. Our focus is rural management, but we offer electives, and also second year is generally completely elective based. You have electives starting from the third term onwards, and you have a lot of electives in place. The electives could be in any of these kind of sectors. They could be from marketing and sales, they could be from operations management, they could be finance, and then you people are generally free to choose a lot of electives. Of course, that depends a lot on your academic grades, whether you are able to get that or not, but you are actually empowered to choose all those electives. And based on those electives, you could be very, because we have a pool of organizations from each of those particular domains, you are generally empowered to opt for some of those organizations, and based on which you will be eligible for your placement center. So we offer placement services in that sense for the final years. But I would also want to brief you about the summer internships. In summer internships or recruiter profile, if you just go next year, summer internship is typically happens during the month of May to July. It is a 10-month internship which is on field, which will be taken up on field, and that was one of the unique proposition which we generally think ours is, wherein we provide complete mentorship through a faculty guide, which is uniquely allotted to around 7 or 8 different projects, student projects simultaneously. These summer internships we onboarded. So you can see that last year there were 113 organizations from which we had offers from. In the final placements, we had offers from more than 65 organizations, because see, not every organization wherein you people go for summer internships, we would want to go as for final placements, because final placements is about career, summer internships is about learning. It is more about exposure. So generally, it is much better to diversify your profile more, and then you generally try and experiment yourself during the summer internships. That's where our number of organizations which we generally have is much higher there in terms of summer internships. And then this is the stipend you have. Of course, I would generally not announce about the stipend anything, because stipend, I feel, is secondary. The most important thing which matters there is the learning which you have. So that stipend should not be the basis of base criteria for you to choose or unchoose an institute. That is what I strictly feel. I would also like to add you a lot of other ecosystem, about the ecosystem which we have created for the placements and for your career prospects, which I don't think we have slides on. But
the type of organization will reflect the same thing. Please go to the next.
Yeah, you can see the type of organizations. But I would like to tell you some of the very interesting things which we have here. So we are actually proposing, it's not proposing, we are actually in the process of addressing end-to-end life cycle of a student, which we are confident that from your batch onwards, the upcoming batch onwards, we'll be able to do it end-to-end. When I say end-to-end life cycle, what we are essentially trying to say is, once you people are here on board, we will be starting with a very interesting bridge course, which will, because the MBA is supposed to be a leveler for everyone, irrespective of what your ground discipline has been. MBA is supposed to be a leveler. So a bridge course, which is compulsory for each of you people, which will be bringing you all people here with complete initial support, like for initial support of different communication skills and case study skills and softwares which will be coming. We will also be doing an initial introspection based psychometry, which will actually help you people to know much about yourself, which will actually try help you in the direction of how do you build yourself in the next coming 1.5 years. See, you need to understand that MBA is not just you are not coming here just to study. Of course, so you are actually trying to change your life. This is a life transformation journey. This is an excellent retreat which you are landing in. So during that particular time, our focus would be to equip you initially that, okay, these are the problem areas for you. These are the strengths of yours. Based on that, there would be a suggestive plan for you people. Of course, that is just a suggestive plan. You could still choose to diversify yourself further, but that suggestive plan, if those are based on that, and we have a mentorship program here, and that mentorship program, of course, all these are ecosystems which we have created. It is up to the participants to avail that. Okay, so the mentorship system wherein you people can directly interact with the faculty. One of the very interesting and distinguishing proposition which Irma has is that the faculty to student distance is much lesser. We call it as a term known as power distance. So the faculty are much more approachable than a lot of other organizations, partly also because of because it's a completely residential campus wherein faculty houses and student accommodations are not much distinct. We people almost live at the same place. So that's where there's a lot of direct engagement which happens. Then we also have, before your training and for your placements and all, we do training. A lot of those are personalized. Some of them are generic, and personalized trainings for internships as well as for final placements, which could help you give you instant feedback. A lot of mocks which would happen. Summer internships are, of course, with mentorship, which I said. Then we encourage our students to go into participants to participate in a lot of case study competitions. We have tried and negotiated with a lot of larger organizations. Also, slowly the number of organizations in which our students can participate for case studies has slowly increased, and it is still increasing. Now our students are eligible almost in all organizations which offer a pre-placement offer directly through case studies. So for that also, you don't have a direct mentorship program in that sense, but the very fact that the power distance is low helps you people in reaching out to faculty directly, and then faculty are generally obliged and also very much happy to help you with that. Then we have live projects. This live projects is essentially starting your term 2 onwards. There will be these live projects which are essentially another ecosystem wherein you try and know what kind of industrial projects do exist. And then that is where you can actually complement what the theory which you are studying in your class with that. And a lot of our students actively participate in a lot of live projects, wherein live projects get converted into internships, and internships further get converted into final placements. So that's how we have this. We have a series of Icon Talk series. Icon Talk is Industry Connect Talks, which happen almost every fortnight, which happen. Last year, we had 50 plus Industry Connect Talks. We are targeting to do more Industry Connect Talks. Of course, a lot of them are now being target based, in order also because there is a continuous feedback system which we have tried to incorporate here based on our students and participants lag areas and all. We are trying to bring in more and more industry experts to directly interact with you people, which eventually also get translated as placement opportunities for us. So that's where we are broadening our entire placement scenario, the lot and all. One very important thing, which is with which I would like to end my talk about the placements and internships, is there is generally a misperception in the market, and also a lot of you people who have joined here, that this is a rural management, so we will essentially have to work only in rural areas and all. I would like to bust the myth in one way. See, the very fact that the program which we are offering is rural management, PGDM RM, we generally refer it to as PRM program in rural management. This master's program is with a rural focus. Focus means application. We offer all the specializations here like finance and marketing and sales. I am repeating the same statement again. And supply chains and all, and IT and systems. We offer all those specializations here. And the students can specialize themselves in any of those things as well. With a rural focus, application focus is on the rural direction. And as Professor Jain had already mentioned, that it is almost 80% of the entire market which you are catering to. So just don't think rural is rural. I'm repeating myself. Don't be misled with the word that rural is rural. It is rural where the entire market lies. When I'm saying rural, we are actually, our specialization is towards the tier 2, tier 3 cities as well. So our students our participants, our alumni are almost in a lot of strategic positions everywhere. That being said, I would caution you, students, if you people are specifically interested in some very specific profiles like investment banking and all, maybe I would be very frank, maybe Irma would not be the right place to join. But for all other general profiles, Irma is the go-to. We give you complete mentorship start to end throughout the life cycle. That is what I would generally want to end my discussion with. So these are all our partnered organizations. Just go to the next slide. What's Sarthak? These are just indicative. This is not exhaustive by any means. This year, in fact, we have onboarded many more organizations which haven't yet been reflected here, because unless we finish our complete placement process, we generally have a policy not to reflect them here. So that is the thing. So that's back to you.
Thank you very much, Professor Dhanshyam, for a very comprehensive, holistic, and detailed elaboration of what type of career opportunity. And I would still add to what Professor Dhanshyam has said. We are not here to make you job ready. We are here to make you life ready. We are not here to make you leader. We are here to make you transformational change maker. We are not here to only learn the art of making profit. We are here to combine, blend tradition with technology, profit and purpose. That's a word set us apart from all other management institutes in the country. Now, before we delve into the question answer session, I would request our student to take you through the process of admission in detail. But in nutshell, we accept score. You might be knowing that we accept score from CAT, CMAT, and JET. Generally, we roll out the interview calls in the month of February. The written ability test and personal interview for this year will be conducted across 15 locations. I think you will find a location very convenient and very near to you. So there are 15 locations, and the period or the days will be from 17th February to 22nd February. The announcement of final results will take place in the 4th week of March. Any other specific question related to interview process, pedagogy, curriculum, summer internship, final placement will be taken during the question answer session. But how to go ahead with the admission form filling process, I would request Sarthak and Manisha to take the things forward.
So before starting the form filling session, I would like to invite Shalin and Shrishti to share their experience at Irma. So Shalin, Shalin,
Shrishti, you can start, I think.
Okay, so hi all. Thank you, Sarthak. Thank you, Manisha. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. So I would start with a brief introduction. First, let me know if I'm audible.
yes,
You
you
are
are.
audible.
Okay. So I'll start with a brief introduction and then I'll be going through my 2-year journey at Irma. So, hi all, I'm Shrishti. I'm currently the part of the 44th batch at Irma, and I am from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. My undergraduation was from Maharashtra in BSc Agriculture Honors through ICAR. My summer internship segment was with Mother Dairy Fruit and Vegetable Private Limited as a market research intern in the ice cream division in the Delhi NCR region. Like sir have discussed about the VFS, I would also like to give my experience and add to this discussion. So we have a 50-day segment where we are sent to different villages from across the country. So I, along with 2 of my batchmates, spent this time in a small village called Bhilwania near Surat in Gujarat. So I just have to add one more thing that for someone who is from a non-agriculture background, I can say that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So living at the grassroots level, having food with the host families, immersing oneself in their culture, I think these things have taught me to appreciate the little things in the life. So this is the major learning I would say which VFS has given to me, and this experience goes beyond the classroom learnings, I would say. It changes you as a person. So VFS is one of the major segment, I would say, as a part of the curriculum. I would also like to mention that currently I've been placed at Coromandel International Limited, of which I am really grateful to Irma and placement committee. Okay, so coming to the life in Irma, it's dynamic, it's full of energy. Like the campus buzzes with activities, it's like full of events. It's like it's as diverse as it is inclusive, I would say. This is the right statement I can think of. So like before coming to Irma, I like made a promise to myself that I would enjoy my MBA journey while maintaining a balance between the academics and the co-curricular activities. And I think now I can conclude it proudly that, yeah, I've done that pretty well. So, IRMA has 12 committees. Professors have already discussed this. I'll just go through it very quickly. So, IRMA has 12 committees like the placement committee, magazine committee, cultural committee, alumni committee, VFS committee. Okay, VFS committee is something which you will only find at IRMA. VFS is Village Fieldwork segment. And there are 18 clubs, 18 clubs. For example, the marketing club, product management club, finance club, uh, Jigyasa, the quiz club of Irma. These all clubs are student run clubs. This is the fact which I'm trying to emphasize, because through these activities, if you're a part of these clubs and committee, you learn a lot, especially at organizing and making the event, whatsoever the process it takes, making it possible. You learn a lot in that process, I would say. Apart from that, there is also a spectrum club. special mention, which creates a safe space for the LGBTQ plus community, I would say. So it's an inclusive environment for all sorts of people. For me, I am a core committee member of the product management club. So my club is relatively new, like it is established in 2022 due to the shifting roles to product management in the BFSI sector. So as a club, we have conducted case competitions, guest speaker sessions. We give weekly newsletters which highlights the updates in the real world, which basically relates to the product management. So being a member of a club have actually gave me the opportunity to grow in the segment, to know how to organize your hectic life at Irma, I would say. If I have to talk about the co-curricular activities, so like we have decided, I and Shalin have decided that I will be touching on the co-curricular activities, which I'm hoping many people would be interested in. So I have divided into three categories: sports, cultural, and literary events. So for sports, we have Sangharsh. Sangharsh is basically an inter-batch sports tournament like cricket, football, and other sports. So it's like IPL, Indian Premier League, but with kind of an Irma twist. We call it Irma Premium League. So it's IPL. So it has official teams, team owners, prize money. There is bidding for the players as well. Sponsors are also invited, and all of this is student driven. If I have to add in the sports, there is this section was as well, where like you guys will be having 5 sections to, so there will be a section was among those sections to compete in the sports like the indoor sports as well: table tennis, badminton, foosball, carom, chess, and the outdoor games as well. Section was, now if we are discussing about section was, I will also include the cultural competitions as well, which is included in the section was, like the dance, music, theater, fashion shows, reel making. All of this is happening at Irma, as well as the literary events as well. Literary events includes the mock parliament, guerrilla marketing conducted by the marketing club, and other contests as well. So whatever I have mentioned in the section was events, all of these are conducted by the student run clubs and committees, like I have mentioned before. We also have Milap, like it's basically our annual alumni meet, where it brings alumni from all over the globe to celebrate Irma's legacy. And during that time only, we have Anand Run, which is the Anand's, like it's the only marathon that is conducted in Anand, and it sees a participation of more than 20,000 people. So this is something we would never miss. Like January, I think it will be in January, right, Shailene? 26th, if I'm not wrong. So we are really excited for that. It's huge. Uh, if I have to describe Irma of my understanding, I would say it's a mini India where students from every corner of the country comes, and we celebrate festivals from like Onam, Diwali, Holi, Christmas, Durga Puja, Yugadi. We also set up stalls like for the Irma community. For example, Christmas is coming, so we are getting started for that event as well. We also have live projects, as mentioned by the professors, which is facilitated mainly by the Management Events Committee, and many icon talks, industry connect talks that bridge the gap between the academics and the corporate world. So I would say all of these experiences have contributed to my personal growth. Like my 2 years or 1.5 years at Irma have shaped me into a better individual, both personally and professionally, I would say. So I think that's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Shrishti, for this insightful experience that you've shared. Now, I think Shalin, you can go on.
Thank you so much, Srishti, and hello, guys. Thank you so much, the admissions committee at Irma. My name is Shalin Khatri. I am, first of all, am I audible?
Yes, Shalin, you are audible.
Yes. So I am Shalin Khatri. I am from Ahmedabad. I have done my bachelor's from mechanical engineering. And qualification-wise, I was working as a journalist in Ahmedabad at one of the local Gujarati news organization. And our news organization was something that was predominantly working within the rural areas and had more coverage within the rural politics and rural issues. That's how I kind of got introduced to the rural societies and rural management. And for my summer internship segment, I have interned with Suzuki Research and Development as a project intern. And there I was fortunate enough to get offered a pre-placement offer, a PPO, that I gladly accepted. And so this is how I have been. How I entered into Irma was that because I was working in VTV Gujarati, as I said, which is a rural dominant channel. I was interested in the subjects of rural development and public policy. Actually, both of my parents are civil service officers, so I was kind of more inclined towards that. Many of you within this session also, I am guessing, are very much interested in the development sector, development enthusiasts, as it has been since the inception of IRMA. It has been the center of development studies and development interventions. So I came up in IRMA with a mindset or with a preconceived notion that rural management is equal to rural development. And within our first days of induction, our Professor Vivek Pandey told us one very important thing, that IRMA works for change, not for charity. So the idea is that in order to implement any development intervention, which is the vision of IRMA, if you read it, it is a sustainable business solution to rural problems. So having a business angle, having an economic angle to it is very much important. So we learned how things work in the manner of making a sustainable livelihood, not in terms of profiteering the corporations. So now that we are at a juncture, IRMA has developed in a way, because we have a 44 years legacy, that we have both exposure to niche corporate, where we can work as in the finance and sales sectors, and we also have the exposure of development and public policy related sectors also. So this is how we are kind of making best of both the worlds. If I talk about my experience, I can divide it in three sections. As Shrishti said, that I am going to focus more on the academic and placement related affairs. First of all, what Shrishti said is completely spot on. That whatever you do outside of class is going to have a huge impact on how your classroom and your academic professional performance is going to be like. The more you participate in such activities, the more practical knowledge you're going to have. In the academic foray of IRMA, I'll talk about my academic experience, my VFS experience, the village fieldwork segment experience, and then I'll talk about bit about my summer internship and placement related experience. So in the academic experience, you see that rural management is basically a fine mix of core subjects, which is finance, operations, supply chain, marketing, sales, data analysis, every subject that is core to the industry right now. And it also has an added mix of development subjects. There are some subjects that you only find at IRMA, for example, CSR, for example, stakeholder management, for example, public policy, for example, development theories. So these are the subjects that get you deep into such core subjects of, for example, IRMA has its legacy associated with dairy. So cooperatives, dairy industry, sustainability, energy, public policy. These are the basket that only we have a very good access to. And so if you utilize these subjects well in terms of core subjects, and you have also elective subjects, you have a very good chance of building the knowledge that can get you placed, or even after one point, you can start your own enterprise within these segments. So the elective subjects at IRMA goes that after your second term, you will have a foray of elective subjects, and you can choose your own kind of a permutation combination. So I want to have two development subjects, one finance subject, one marketing subject, so that I don't miss out from any of the subjects. So, instead of having like a master's or a specialization theme, this is how IRMA works. That we have multiple elective subjects, and we kind of put them on our purse based on the bidding system. The classroom learning helps you in terms of many case studies are there in terms of Ivy League publication is one of the major case study publications that multiple subjects of HR, operations, strategy, they directly have many case studies. Some of them are written by professors of IRMA as well. So you learn through these case studies, and you have an open discussion where 60 people from the classroom will exchange their opinions about the case. So everyone can learn from one another. So one of the case study based learning is something that sticks to the core. And being an engineer, we are kind of habituated of starting our learning only on the last night. But here that does not take place because you have regular assignment and quizzes going on. And maybe the end-term exam would only have like 20-30% weightage. So it kind of compels you to have continuous learning throughout the trimester. Is it going to be hectic? No. It's going to be a nightmare sort of hectic schedule. And trust me, you're going to love it. It is an absolute thrill ride. Secondly, the VFS experience, most of things have been discussed, but we are called barefoot managers because we have a grassroots connect. We are called the managers with conscience because when you live in a village for 50 days, a village that has a mere population of 1,000, 2,000, there are chances that you've never been to a village, let alone living there with the villagers. So when the legends like Dr. Varis Kurian designed these programs, they had these things in their mind that in order to understand their problems, in order to first provide solution to their problems, you have to live with them. You have to understand their issues. Then only you can come up with development interventions. If you talk about VFS, village fieldwork segment, in terms of the corporate's perspective, understand that it's a common fact. It's not rocket science anymore. That all the companies are looking at the rural markets as a potential manufacturer and seller units. Now, what happens is that if you want to understand those markets, it's imperative that you have a lot of study of how they behave. What are the consumption patterns? What are the problems that they face? How do they engage in credit markets? What are the agriculture produces that they produce? And how do they sell it within the market? So this is how VFS helps you understand these things. So both in terms of corporate and sort of development, VFS serves two of the perspectives. I was in my village fieldwork segment in the district of Dang in Gujarat, working with the tribal population in the tribal societies with the organization Care India. So this is how I think VFS, in terms of even developing public policies, you have empirical evidences and then you also have data evidences to make some robust policies about any intervention. And lastly, in terms of placement, I was working with I was working in my summer internship segment in Suzuki Research and Development, where they have partnered with the Banas Dairy to manufacture biogas and biogas related side products, which are organic manure. So every value chain related to organic farming, how biogas is produced, how they are going to be utilized, so on and so forth. Everything was exposed to taught to me in a way that I understood because we develop a grassroots perspective. We go to villages one after another, even during our SIS. Then we take up the data, and then we have such an I would say matured perspective that helps us make our case even stronger. So I definitely believe that in the absence of VFS, I would not have gotten a pre-placement offer because in order to understand how do you understand the rural problems first and then how you present them in front of higher stakeholders because the solutions, the recommendations, your findings are going to be presented in front of as high as, for example, board members. So you need to have both the clarity of dealing with the rural population and dealing with someone who is, for example, maybe the managing director or maybe one of the board members. So I think this is how Irma kind of balances out between the development sector and corporate sector. And I had a thrill ride. We are going to be graduating in 2025. And I think this is how my experience have been so far.
Thank you so much, Shalin. Now we'll go ahead with discussing the admissions process.
So we'll be seeing the session of form filling, and just a minute, I'll share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, now it's visible.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, you'll have to log in by registering the email, and after you'll have to enter your Aadhaar card number, first name, middle name, and last name as per your Aadhaar card. Your proper address as per your Aadhaar card. city you are living in, postal code, state where you are living in. This phone number is optional, but the mobile number it's mandatory. You will have to enter your secondary email, secondary mobile, date of birth as per your Aadhaar card, gender, personal with disabilities. If you have PWD certificate, yes, you can. Nature of disability, category, sponsored candidate will tell you about that in the last of session, and all the basic details. After that, you'll have to upload your photo in the given data signature in 150 into 70 pixels. Your education status. For example, I have completed my graduation in engineering. I've completed graduation, appearing in final exam, appearing in post graduation exams. After that, you'll have to enter academics, minimum percentage. As I put category over here, that's why it's showing 45 percentage, and you'll have to fill all the basic details. Now come to the work experience part. Work experience. You'll have to add full work experience, and you do not have to enter any internship experience here. Only full time work experience, no internship work experience. Uh, these are the CAT, ZAT, and CMAT details. You'll have to fill your CAT registration number, ZAT registration number, CMAT registration number, and then comes family information, all your family, father's name, mother's name, father's occupation, number, annual income, and a relationship with the contact agency, emergency mobile number, and after that, general information. You have to academic band credits, participant in sports, curricular activities. Have you been part of any fellowships, special achievements, languages known, hobbies? Now, if you are from a category student, you'll have to upload category certificate. Any documents you have at valid caste validity, caste certificate, you will have to upload that. And documents, your 10th mark sheet, your 12th mark sheet, graduation, and you have to merge all the mark sheets in one PDF. Maximum size will be only 1.5 MB, so make sure you are within the limit. And it has to be uploaded only in PDF format. For work experience, you'll have to upload every work appointment letter, relieving letter if you are have a previous organization or if you have more than two organizations, and latest salary slips. You'll have to attach the latest salary slip of the current organization you are working in. Aadhaar card as well, you have to upload it. And after that, you'll have to review your form and make the payment. That's and now we'll go to the Q&A session, and we are open for question. Let us know if you have any queries or not. So, Gayatri.
So, thank you for your questions. We had already addressed some of the questions through written in writing, but the other questions we can definitely take it as an open session. You are requested to kindly raise your hands. I can see already one hand raised of Gayatri. So I think we can allow Gayatri to talk. So Gayatri, you could please speak up. You're on mute, I think.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, I have applied for the college Irma.
Okay.
I'm appearing student like third year. I have to complete my graduation in agriculture, BSc agriculture.
Okay.
I'm actually curious to know about the GDPI sessions, which I have to attend in February.
Okay.
I have a CAT score of 82 percentile.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I haven't the calls are not out yet, but I'm like expecting a call.
Okay. So thank you, Gayatri. Janakji, would you like to take it or shall I answer that? So let me answer you about the GDPI sessions. Gayatri, the GDPI session, so we don't have GDPI, we have PI VAT sessions, personal interview and VAT sessions, which is written ability test, which we have, which is going to be cumulative one. So for the benefit of all others who had also asked some of the questions, I would just like to reiterate some of those things. They asked me, so we have received some queries regarding what are all the eligibility criteria and what are all exams are applicable. So the exams which we take through our CAT, ZAT and CMAT. Now the CAT and ZAT, the results would be out by this time. CAT result is already out this year. So last year's 2024 CAT and ZAT would be applicable for that. But CMAT won't be, because CMAT results are not expected before the process. So 2025 CMAT won't be applicable and eligible. 2024 CMAT would be eligible for that. Regarding the cutoffs, our cutoffs won't be we can't disclose that, because that is
composite.
That is also based on the composite scores of the applications which we get at our campus. So we don't decide cutoffs a priori. So we will request that would be based on the cutoffs. You people would be called. Now, once the people are called in the month of, let us say, you would be receiving the offer letters. Janakji, I think at least 15 days in advance, they would be receiving their interview call letters. Yeah. So you would be receiving the interview call letters at least.
You have to unmute Janakji.
Janakji, you have to unmute. So Janakji is our admissions coordinator. Yeah. So we would be, so you would be receiving that interview call letters at least 15 days.
Around 15 days, before 15 days.
Wherein you are also already your application form, as you have just seen, that there is an option of selecting the centers which you prefer and the order of preference. And based on we try to
SMS, email, and our website will be also updated, so they can check their detail on our website also. And we'll send SMS, WhatsApp message, email also.
Yeah. So please ensure that you provide us with the actual and working emails and the working mobile numbers, and please ensure that you keep your mobile numbers updated, so that updated and at least valid for the next 5-6 months, so that you won't face any hassles in your during your admissions process. Now, so you will be advised about informed about your interview call center and interview center and all in that. So that would be generally based on your particular preference, and also in the order of preference. Only in the cases wherein there would be that availability, we would still choose the nearest one as per your preference. That's how it is. Now, once you people come there, the interviews would happen during that period, 17th to 22nd of February. So these will be happening in 2 different slots, in the morning slot and the afternoon slot. So now the morning slot, those who have been allotted in the morning slot and will have to appear in the morning slot only, and those who have been allotted the afternoon slot will have to appear in the afternoon slot only. It would start this way. You people would come. There will be, so for all those candidates who belong to a particular slot, there will be a written test which we will be having. The pattern of the written test, you could definitely get it from other sites like Pagal Guy and all. So that we keep innovating in that. But the major focus is generally to understand your skills in terms of writing. How well do you articulate any particular topic, and how well do you in a given span of in a short paragraph, or we give some specific length, which also varies every year. But that is generally like a précis writing, seeing something or based on some topic, you will have to write that. Now that particular is scored, and again there will be a weightage for that. So that would be cumulative one. So the cutoff, the CAT percentile, your experience, your gender, your specific years of experience, and all these things will all have some of those weightages. And all these are cumulated. So there is no rejection at any point in this point. So once you people are getting an offer letter, a call letter for the interview, the written ability test which we have is not an eliminating process. So everyone who has come and attempted that written ability test will also be interviewed at that particular center in the same slot. And based on that, based on the cumulative scores, and again based on the relative scores, everyone will be given. So there is no GD. So to answer your question in one word, in one sentence, Gayatri, that we won't have GD. We will be having a written ability test followed by interview. That is what. So if anyone,
I would now ask Mr. Ankush Dalal to ask his question.
Ankush, you can unmute yourself.
And then we will go to Harsh and Rahul. Ankush, are you there?
Ankush, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, am I audible to you?
Yeah, we can listen to you.
Sir, my question is there any sectional cutoff at Irma?
No, there is no sectional cutoff.
So there is a composite score, which is a combination of your CAT, JET or CMAT percentile, your performance in written ability, your performance in personal interview, and all other important your academics and several other things. So we make a composite score. So at this point of time, it is very difficult for us to tell at which particular cutoff or we decide whether you are given final offer or not. There are several factors.
But section wise there is no cutoff.
Section wise there is no elimination criteria. Yeah.
There won't be cutoffs for quant, DI and DLR and
If I think, Ankur, you are asking for shortlisting. Shortlisting, we are just looking at the percentile, and we'll declare the category wise percentile, and based on that cutoff, you will be candidate will be shortlisted for the Irma and personal interview. Final selection, there are different component, different weightages. It is given in the prospectus, and our prospectus is available on the Irma site. If you want, you can check it.
So Ankush, hope it is clear.
Sir, can you please tell me the weightage of CAT score in your final selection?
The weightage we don't disclose.
Yeah, sir, he is asking for final selection weightage.
It is 35%.
35%. Interview 35, you check it. If we'll inform you, maybe you can't remember. So better you go through our prospectus. It is available. You can download it and keep it for your reference. And if you have applied for Irma, we are going to send it to you by courier also. Hard copy of the prospectus.
Thank you, sir.
Can we move to now Rahul?
First Harsh, and then we'll move to Rahul.
Okay, so we will allow Harsh to ask.
Harsh.
Harsh, you can unmute yourself.
Harsh, you are on mute. Yes, Harsh.
You have to be little louder, Harsh. Can we go to Rahul? No.
Okay.
Harsh, you could also type your.
Rahul, you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes, Rahul.
Yes.
Sir, hello, sir. My name is Avishang Pandey and I belong to EWS category. My CAT percentile is 74.3 percentile. And can I expect call from Irma?
Rahul, this is something.
So this is, so let me tell you, Rahul, and it is also for all other participants. So see, in not only at Irma, it is also true for a lot of other management schools also, that the criteria are relative. So based on the applicants which we receive, only after we receive the entire applicants, the cutoff could be finalized. It cannot be finalized before that. So it is based on that. So that's where we won't be very sure to tell you about this particular thing. So we encourage you to apply definitely as as long as you feel that you have a reasonable percentile in any of the qualifying exams. So that is the best we can tell you now, because we ourselves don't we don't calculate the cutoffs now. The cutoffs are actually calculated after all the applications are in, based on
Sir, I
a
have one question.
Yeah, please.
Rahul, I think it's
Sir,
move to Harsh.
okay, sir.
Hello.
Sir, my question is that I am in my final year of my graduation. I have scored 86.3 percentile in CAT this year, and I am confused at which mark sheet should I upload because I have received mark sheet only till sixth semester.
So you please apply whatever latest you have. You can, I think.
Sir, Harsh, please upload the mark sheet which you have received till now. You make a compiled or scanned copy of all the terms and upload it. Up to the last declared result, please upload.
Okay, sir. Sir, and one question also, sir. Earlier, my university's name was Hingris University, but now they have changed to Jigyasa University, and there it is mentioned, formerly known as Hingris University. So, is there any problem?
No, there
No,
will be no problem.
if you have any supporting, please attach. Otherwise, no problem.
You will
Yes,
have
sir.
to attach the supporting ones, the ones which you are saying, you will have to attach that supporting one. That is the first one. The second thing, Harsh, that there will be a specific time before which you will have to submit your final mark lists, even after you come to Irma or
So you get provisional
any other
admission.
management school. So that is
Yes.
for any other management.
Okay, sir. So there is not a problem if I upload the latest mark sheet because in my mark sheet till third semester, there it's
No
mentioned
problem.
that Hingris
No
University,
problem. No
and
problem.
after third semester, there it is clearly mentioned Jigyasa University and formerly known as Hingris University.
No issue.
So I would like to just tell you one thing here that you upload in the latest one, but the percentage or percentile or whatever thing is there, the GPA or something, it has to be cumulative, the one which you put there. That
Okay,
has
sir.
to be,
Thank you, sir.
that has to reflect in that particular mark list. It generally reflects.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So go to Chinmay or ABCD. Who is the first one? ABCD or Chinmay?
Chinmay, sir.
Okay. Allow Chinmay to.
Chinmay, you can unmute yourself.
The any competitions you have been to, we can enter it in your form. So how do you consider the fellowship? Like you consider CAT percentile for 35%. Then what is the proportion for fellowship?
Not getting you.
Okay, so there is a column in your form
Yes.
for fellowship.
You
Like
are talking about fellow program.
no, I'm not talking about fellow program. I'm talking about rural management program.
मतलब which PRM or FPRM, PGDM or FPM?
PGDM, sir.
PGDM fellowship you are asking?
नो मतलब उस फॉर्म में दिया है कि आप पहले फेलोशिप किसकी कोई मिली है क्या आपको?
हाँ हाँ, that is the what if you have any privilege. अगर कुछ आपको मिला हुआ है तो मेंशन कीजिए.
ओके, सो लाइक वो कंसिडर कैसे करते हैं, ये मेरा क्वेश्चन है.
कंसीडर मतलब अगर आपको मिला है तो यू हैव टू प्रोवाइड द इंफॉर्मेशन सपोर्टिंग.
ओके, बट
हाँ, there
यस
is
सर.
no weightage for that.
So there
Okay.
is no specific weightage, Chinmay, for that. There is no specific weightage, but that would add value to you once you are up to the interview. During the interview and all, that would add a lot of value to you in the final consideration. So that's how it is.
Yes, okay, thank you.
So ABCD, whoever it is, we would ask. Sarthak, please let him or her in.
ABCD, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. Good evening to all.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, my question was, they have asked for uploading of the mark sheet, sir.
Okay.
It's graduation mark sheet. Should we upload each semester mark sheet or just a graduated mark sheet, sir?
See, if you have a consolidated mark sheet, you upload that one only. And if you don't have a consolidate, then you have to upload all semesters, all terms. You make a one file PDF file and upload it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I think we'll take one last question from AP019.
Rajesh also want to ask.
Oh.
There are others also. We can take the question till 9:15. No issue.
Okay. AP019, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Good evening. This side of Sheikh Patel. Sir, my question is, if anyone getting admission letter from more than one college,
Okay.
then there is any refund policy or not?
See, we are following AICT's refund rule. So what will be declared by AICT, we will follow.
Okay. Thank you.
So Rajat, could you please unmute yourself and ask question? Rajat, you are not audible.
We can move to Abhishek then.
Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Am I audible? So, sir, I come from a basic agriculture background and I have already filled out the application form. And I scored 91.28 percentile in CAT and also preparing for Z exam. So, if I achieve a higher score in Z, how can I update the score?
See, you don't need to mention your score while filling the form. We will get the score from CAT and Z directly.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And we will consider your highest score.
Higher one, yes.
Okay, sir.
CAT and Z, higher one.
SKC.
Due to some prior engagement, Shrishti will be leaving this session right now. Thank you so much, Shrishti, for your experience, for sharing your experience.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. You spoke very nicely.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, thank you, Sarthak. Thank you, Manisha.
Thank you.
SKC.
SKC, yes, you can answer.
Hello.
Yes, please. Yeah, please. Please ask your question.
Rajesh.
SKC, you can ask your question.
You're not audible actually. He has unmuted.
So go to the next one.
Munja Bhav Mane.
Munja Bhav Mane, you can ask your question.
Hi everyone. I have two questions, sir. Right now I have completed 4 years of work experience. Is that making a bad impact on placement? And other question is, sir, what type of scholarships are available at Irma?
Okay, so regarding the job, Professor Dhanshyam will answer, and regarding the scholarship, Janak Bhai will answer the question. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So can you repeat your question regarding your 4-year work experience?
Sir, I have 4-year work experience, and the question is it that make effect on final placement?
What type of?
Mr. Munja Bhav Mane. Yeah. So there's, in fact, we encourage people with work experience to apply. People with as high as 10 years of work have graduated from our institute with a very good and decent job profiles. So that does not impact in any way. In fact, that's generally an add-on. Generally, to be very based on my experience, generally an experience up to 5 years is what is valued very much. Above that, of course, in organizations which are very new or newly coming up, and then the startups and all those, they generally have some resistance and reservations. And that is true. Not only that's not a problem, not a specific this of Irma, but that is throughout this. And irrespective of the institute, this would be the case. But we would encourage people to apply, because see, for education there is no specific age. I myself have done my graduation and BA after 9.5 years of my industry experience, and I could find reasonably good prospects.
But since you have 4 year work experience, it fits very well in the requirement of the corporate. So up to 5 years generally they prefer.
And we also have good weightage for experience in the
interview
overall cumulative scores which is generated. So I hope it answers.
And then regarding your scholarship question, Janabhai will answer. What type of different scholarship we have?
See,
sir, thank you, sir.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, Janabhai.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we have various scholarships. See, mainly we have a tuition fee waiver. Then we have our Irma scholarship. Then we have a sponsor, like from corporate, we have few scholarship. We have a ministry scholarship for the reserve category like SC, ST, OBC candidates. So I suggest you please refer our prospectus. We have given financial assistance one detail under this section, and all the about all the scholarship it is given inside in this section. It is almost more than 100 scholarship and worth ₹4 crore.
So last year we had disbursed around the scholarship to 104 student worth 4 crore.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
And actually, sir, I fill up the Irma application form already, but the fellows, scholarship, fellowship, if I have done anything, fellowship, but in that column, sir, the final submission, they're not showing, it not showing, sir.
What they are not showing? Fellowship detail.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll check it. Don't worry, there is no weightage for that. It is just for information purpose. We'll check it.
But you could also write a mail to our admissions team, which
you can also send an email. We'll take care.
Next.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Rajat, you can ask your question.
Rajat, please unmute and ask your question.
You could also type it in the chat box. At the end, we'll also answer the questions.
You can move to Khushi now.
Yeah.
Khushi, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. My question is regarding the fellowship program, actually. So, in the application, it is mentioned that based on the domicile certificate, there is certain regional diversity point. So, I wanted to know the weightage of the regional diversity points, or on what basis it has been calculated.
See, weightage is given in the selection criteria, and you have to submit the domicile certificate as a supporting document.
So, sir, which reason are which reason come under regional diversity?
The selection criteria, it is mentioned which domicile will be considered. It is mentioned there.
Okay. And sir, in the fellowship program, is there, as the last question was regarding work experience. So since I have only 1.5 years of work experience, so am I eligible for the fellowship program, or higher years are required?
So when you're asking for fellowship program, you're asking for fellow program in management, right?
FPM. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Please, Janaji.
Fellow program, there is a experience is not a part of selection criteria. It is just for information. It is not a part of criteria.
But that being said, Khushi, experience could definitely add a lot of value in terms of selection, final selection. It could add a lot of value.
So, sir, is preference given to fresh graduates, or should fresh graduate not apply, and after some experience would they apply, or? How is it?
It is not like that. You have to prove yourself in the interview. Eligibility criteria is given master with 64 with first class can are eligible to for apply. And there is a qualifying exam also.
What Janak bhai wanted to say, Khushi, that we don't have any preconceived notion that whether we would prefer the person with interview with experience or without experience. So it depends on. So we are agnostic to having experience or without experience.
For fellow program.
For fellow program.
Okay, thank you so much.
And domicile, northeastern domicile, there is a weightage given 3%.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Next. Tejasvi. Can you unmute yourself? Yeah.
Hi, sir. It was a great section. Thank you for it. Actually, there is an audio disturbance around me. Could you please check the Q&A section?
You are clearly audible, so if you can
You are
ask.
clearly audible, Tejasvi.
Yeah, thank you. Sir, actually, I do have different percentiles in my CAT, CMAT, and definitely going to be for that too. Will the percentile considering for the shortlist be according to the toughness of the exam, or it will be according to the highest mark, highest percentile?
See, for CAT and JET, there will be a which one is the higher, it will be considered. And for CMET, there will be a separate cutoff.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Next.
Abhishek, you can ask your question.
Hello.
Yes, Abhishek.
Hi, sir.
Hi, please continue.
Sir, actually, I asked my question in the Q&A section. My question in the QA section.
Okay.
Okay. Could you both?
Now you don't have anything to ask?
Sir, actually, I am. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Abhishek's question in the chat box is that I have two more questions. Is Irma calling students on the basis of exam score, or is it a profile-based call? And secondly, that he has a work experience of 12 months till now, so which documents does he need to upload?
Janak bhai.
Experience certificate, what you are mentioning, you have to upload the supporting. No, that is a mandatory requirement.
He was also asking, does Irma call students on the basis of exam score or profile-based?
We don't have profile-based call this year. There is a weightage as per the selection criteria, but profile-based call are not there. It was not last year, it was not this year.
Call is based on exam scores only.
Call is based on your score in CAT, JET, and CMAT.
CMAT, yes.
Subject to fulfilling all the eligibility criteria.
Right, sir.
Prashant.
Prashant, you can go ahead with your question.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
you are.
Yes, sir. So I have been working with my family business for the past 1 year. So how do I provide the verification documents? Like I don't have a payslip as such, but what do I provide, sir?
So have you worked in the, while you work for family department, family business, have you drawn salary?
Yes, sir. But it's not like I have a payslip for that.
So now what we do, you have to submit two types of document. The statements of your family fund means you will having some profit and loss balance sheet and your income tax return.
Income tax return I can file, sir. I can upload.
But your bank statement in that case, if you are drawing fixed amount every month,
Sorry, sir. From where,
are
sir?
you earning fixed amount every month as a salary?
Yeah, as in it depends on the sales of the business. So
But we need to have some proof, some evidence of you regularly working in drawing salary. So you understand our dilemma. You have to give sufficient evidence and prove this certify that you have been working in your family firms and you are drawing salary.
The experience weightage is mainly for only those who are working full time and it's a paid. Then only we are considering. If you are it's your family business and you are getting some portion and you are going as per your convenience, it will be not considered as an experience.
Okay, sir.
So Ankush, Rahul, you people have questions again. So just let them in once.
Ankush, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Ankush.
Sir, I am in final year of my BSc Agriculture now, and I have two repeat courses in my degree, but I have completed both of them. So which one I should mention in my form?
So the latest one, since you have completed both of them, whatever is your latest status, you have to mention that.
My latest status is I have no research.
So you have completed means then how can you say you have completed those then?
Sir, in form there is a column of month, year of probable completion and month, year of commencement.
So I didn't get your question properly.
Did you get the question?
Sir, I am also like Dhanshyam sir, not able to understand. If it is not completed, you mention in not completed. If it is completed, you must have a date.
Sir, I have completed my both courses, which I have received backlog in past, but for now I have completed
How
both
you
of
can
them.
say it is completed? If the result is out and it is clear, then only you can say it is completed.
Yes, sir, result is out, sir.
So you
I
mentioned
have
that
passed.
date, no? That out the in your mark sheet, result declared date must be there.
So my question is, sir, which backlog course should I mention? Because there
See,
is
if
a
it is
column of
clear,
only
you
one.
don't need to mention. If it is still pending, then only it is called backlog. If it is clear, it is no backlog then.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Rahul, you may unmute yourself and ask.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, I want to ask that I have done my graduation in arts and I have done my 10th and 12th. That is from aspirational district. Like you have 112 aspirational district, which will get 2 marks extra. Like I have checked, my district comes under aspirational district.
Okay.
Okay, so and I am from EWS category, sir. I want to know that you give a call, you just see CAT percentile or you see composite score. Like this will be counted like 2 marks, and I have done from arts, so 2 marks for this I will get, so 4 marks extra I will get for this.
So
my
this
call
is given for the final selection, not for shortlisting. For
Yes, sir.
shortlisting, only written test qualifying exam score will be considered.
So can I know the previous year EWS cutoff for like
that
third?
We don't declare the cutoff, Rahul.
So like okay. So that I will get after I will fill form, and then only I will get to know that.
Not after filling. When we'll announce the shortlisting, at that time we'll declare.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Rajat is unable to unmute himself, so I'm asking the question on his behalf. So his question is that I have two mark sheets. One is first year and other one is of second year and the final year of graduation. And I have only submitted second mark sheet. Will there be an issue in admission process? So Rajat, you have to upload all the mark sheets to be considered for the process. Janak sir, you can take forward the question.
Right. Yes, they have to. He has to upload all the mark sheet for which result is already declared.
So once somebody has filled the form, can he edit? I think he want to know this.
Edit?
Because he has submitted only second year.
Then he can send us by email.
Okay.
We'll open the window for particular time, but meanwhile he can send us by email and mention his or her form number.
Application
We'll take care.
ABCD also.
ABCD and also want to ask.
Sir, recently I've asked a question about the same problem, sir, about mark sheet. You have mentioned that if I graduated, you can submit only graduated mark sheet. So then you are answering that you have to submit each and every semester mark sheet, sir.
See, again, I'm saying if you have a consolidated mark sheet, you can submit it, single one. But
Okay,
if
sir.
your final mark sheet, if you have a 6 semester mark sheet, which don't have the result of all other 5 terms, then you have to submit all.
Oh, okay, sir. So then I have another question. That is, in the general information, while filling the form, we have a general information place, sir. They are asked participation level in sports or extracurricular activities, sir. So there we have to submit our certificates also, sir.
Right. Yes, it is compulsory.
How would we come to know that there has to be some evidence?
Yes, sir. I got to know it, sir, but the national level certificates are from school level, sir. So I'm asking about it, sir.
Sorry?
Submit whatever you have.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank
quickly,
you, sir.
I think Sarthak or Manisha, you could quickly ask from the ones which are not answered if there are any open questions which we haven't answered here in any of those, just quickly from the chat box.
Sure, sir.
Sure. I think Ankush Dalal wants to ask one more question. He has written in chat box.
Please ask.
An- Ankush, you can unmute yourself.
No, you could read it if he has written it in the chat box. Please read it.
He has written that he has one
One more question.
Okay, okay.
Sir, I have cleared my old doubt. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. Just check.
He
Manisha.
has already asked the question.
Okay, okay. Manisha, you check others.
Yes, I think all questions have been answered.
Okay. Anything? Okay. So do we close it?
Yeah, we conclude
Yeah.
it.
Yes, sir, I'll just
Someone
conclude.
has asked about the university one. See, we don't know anything about that as of now. Until something gets announced officially, we don't know anything about that. Till that time, the status quo remains the way we are functioning. That's the way we will be functioning. So that is one question which I can see, which hasn't been answered yet. There is Irma's summer internship conducted and other colleges are done with there, because Irma students lose the chance to get good role for which they are capable of. So Kiran Dhakane has asked one question. So I would like to answer that particular question. So regarding that particular question, Kiran, see, that is also an opportunity. So you are right that our internship calendar runs a bit late than the other institutes. Because of our 50 days village field segment program, which comes in between. So typically, we are delayed by around 1 month to 1.5 months than the other institutes. But there is this actually acts as two-way. There are two sides to that. One way is you can also say that you could lose out an opportunity to get a good rule. I don't completely discount that particular thing. Because that happens with some organizations, definitely, because they have a planned calendar for that for all other institutes. But I would like to tell you the positive side of that. The positive side of that is that you already have an a priori information of what projects have been allocated to them. By that time, there are also, so here we have a mentorship system, faculty guide who is allocated well in advance. So you already know that what kind of projects have been allotted to different colleagues of yours from the other institutes in that particular organization. Lot of these organizations also call for induction well in advance, wherein we try to relieve our students for a couple of days, and then they come back and then they resume their classes. So now you already know what is the particular thing which is expected of you. And after that, you have around 1 month of time on campus. When you have that 1 month of time on campus, you have a very good chance of interacting with the faculty, guide, and mentor, and figuring out before going to the field that how do I crack it. And that's where you have you stand a better chance of getting a PPU. So that way one advantage. Another advantage is that you also get to continue in some cases some of the internship projects which are allotted to everyone that may not be fully completed in 2 months. So what happens is those organizations actually carry forward those internship projects with you people. So you already people get a semi-cooked ones, which you generally have to streamline it further. So you already get a chance to work on something which is already partly solved so that you can concentrate more on the strategic ideas and recommendations part of that. So I have seen both sides to that. So of course, what you have asked that there could be a disadvantage with specific organizations, but generally I have seen positive side of that in many organizations as well. Okay, then quickly I'm just rolling through 1 minute, Manisha. Brand management or product management role, some anonymous attendee had asked me. And yes, we do have a lot of students. In fact, a lot of our banking based roles are into brand management and product management as well. In fact, we also have a product management club at our place, which is one of the most active clubs which we have. And they do a lot of those activities, specifically because product management roles are generally in vogue in our campus. Then just quickly, can you please name some of the government and non-government entities from which we can get placed in the development sector? So non-government entities would be CSR wings of and foundations of different organizations, including Maruti,
Adani, Vedanta,
Suzuki R&D, which Shalin had just informed you. Okay, so then there are Vedanta, and in fact, one very good way, one very good advantage of these foundations is that they also offer PPOs. Then you have Adani, Reliance, and all these foundations. Of course, not every year every organization has come, but we are slowly expanding our horizon into that. When we talk of the government organizations of this particular development sector, NDDB is one of the largest ones. Then there is National Dairy Services. Then we also have a couple of other such kind of organizations like BIOF, and the BIOF is a government one. We have NAFED. So there are multiple such organizations with which we have our students generally get placed, and this year also they have got placed. Okay, IRMA's application. Okay, does gap year after graduation matter at the time of admission and placement? So some anonymous attendee has asked that. I had already answered that to a different attendee, but I'll also answer again. So graduation gap year, does it matter at the time of admission, so that depends on the nature of the gap year. If you are able to convince us and then also to the placement people that you have tried to do something productive during that time and that is the reason for your gap, not a problem. If there has been some specific story behind that, generally it is considered in a considerable way. But generally, if nothing has been done, yeah.
Generally, up to 1 year, people don't take it very seriously. But if it is about 3, 4, 5 years gap after your graduation and there is nothing substantial to show what you were doing, then it is a call of the final the organization to take call whether they would like to take you or not.
What if we have not appeared in any exam and going for CMAT in Jan 2025? You won't be eligible this year. You will be eligible for the next year. Okay. So CMAT 2025 won't be accepted. Last semester, which
we have answered.
Fee structure is mentioned in the prospectus very clearly. So that includes everything which is there. So there are. It also has a very good mention of the scholarships and all also for that. Then I think
repetition now it's basically repeated question.
The batch size I have answered as 300. This year we have 308 as our batch size.
Banks, yes, bank related. How? So I think none of the students, because of the non-availability of finance, will be excluded from the application because we have. I think Janak bhai, you can tell about the loans.
So the question is, how a student can finance his fees? Is Irma having collaboration with any bank for finance?
Yes, we'll have a collaboration with around 8, 9 banks. If you will be shortlisted, or sorry, finally selected, we will send with your offer letter contact detail of all the banks, so you can directly contact them. And same time, we will also inform the all banks, so they will also send their proposal to you. So they will also reach to you. So you have to take a genuine, like intelligent call, which interest is lesser than other bank, and select someone.
But you will definitely get loans once you have been given final.
Yes, without collateral. If you have a Irma offer letter, then their education loan is not a problem.
So, Janakji, there is one more question. If we have made any mistake in form filling, will there be correction window?
Sorry, sir, correction in?
Correction window.
Yes. Sir, but it will be only for uploading. If they have some correction, they can write us. Because if we are opening form, then there is some other changes possible. So they can write, if there is some correction, they can write us, we will take care. We will correct it at our end.
Okay, I think most of them have been answered. So, yeah.
But repetition. For any other thing, you are free to write to the admission. The email ID has already been mentioned. You can write and we will respond within 48 hours.
Yes, sir. 20, yes.
So thank you all the participants for attending this. We would also encourage you people to spread the word about Irma. Also talk to others about this. Any other confusion which is there, they can definitely reach out to our admissions office for whatever queries they have. And yeah, so that's it. So thank you very much, all the organizers, to organize that, and thanks for the opportunity, Dr. Rajesh.
Thank you all. Thank you, Janak bhai. Thank you,
sir. Thank you very
Manisha,
much, sir.
Sarthak, all the participants. Thank you, particularly Professor Dhanshyam Mahavadi. All the best to all of you. Looking forward to see you at Irma next year. Recording.
So you could close the recording.
You could close the recording.
Okay, sir.